My God, like it's been a crazy week of like honestly news breaking drama and stuff like that, but I was actually kind of shocked by this, and the only reason why I'm shocked by it is because I'm not used to a gacha company coming out and just talking about the closed beta and what they're improving on. And my God, Kuro Games with Wuthering Waves has done that, right? And I haven't read this yet, so this is gonna be my live reaction to this, but I've been hearing from a lot of different content creators that this is big, and I'm really stoked on that, right? I haven't watched anything on it, nothing. So I'm about to get surprised by this. So we're gonna talk about the most recent developer notes that came out for Wuthering Waves Closed Beta 2 test, which I was a part of, thankfully. I was super happy about it. There were some things that I saw that needed improvement, and we talked about that in a previous video. But before we get into that, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell to be notified of when the next Wuthering Waves video comes out. And of course, don't forget, I'm sponsored by the ever wonderful Gamer Subs. Make sure to use code TYSTRA for 10% off. As I said in yesterday's video, we did release Just Melon and re-released some more Gamer Soups. So if you want some of that, use code TYSTRA for 10% off. Without any further delay, let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of this video, right? Developer's Message Closed Beta Test 2 Review. So we're going to read it all together, right? Dear Rovers, we would like to first express our sincere gratitude and thank you for participating in and paying attention to our closed beta test 2. We received a lot of valuable feedback from all platforms. After careful consideration, we have realized our plans for future adjustments and optimizations, and we would like to share them with you. We hope this developer's message addresses any questions you have, and your continued support means the world to us. Let me go ahead and take a swig first before that, because my throat's already dry as it is. But yeah, so from what I heard as well, before we get into the actual like message, the closed beta test 2 was basically taking the previous version of it. So there was stuff that they were already working on, but they didn't implement in this closed beta because they wanted to see if they could find more stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Combat. Overall combat experience optimizations. We are addressing the issue of poor sound effects and hit feedback many of our players mentioned. We will focus on revamping the sound effects of weapons hit feedback, echo skills, resonance skills, and other battle aspects in addition. In addition, we'll improve jumping by adjusting animation speed, camera transitions, and landing feedback to make it feel more natural. I will say there was one thing that I didn't like about some of the jumps and stuff like that, was that it truly felt as though like when you were in certain like jumping animations or anything like that, your camera was stuck. You couldn't look around you as you were jumping. So character specific combat optimizations. We'll be making specific adjustments for characters frequently mentioned in the feedback we received. Our current plan includes adjust Ling Yang and Jianjin movesets for the evaluated overall combat experience. I did get to test a little bit of Jianjin before, and she seemed all right to me, but it looks like it wasn't the same for everybody else. Adjust Rina's HP restoration mechanism so she can use the photosynthesis energy more efficiently. Improve Calcharo's kit. His extra intro skill necessary means will be available by default. And I will say this too, I can't remember her name. She was the little one with the dolls. I didn't think that there was any problems with her specifically, so I'm pretty sure like overall they weren't put in for any improvements. She seemed pretty good at least. New combat skill practicing dungeons. We will introduce a series of new combat practicing dungeon where you could better familiarize yourself with each character's unique combat mechanisms and practice how to combo. Aside from the points above, we will also start working on frequently reported issues such as bad camera experiences, frequent lock-on lost enemies quitting combat, and counter attack failures. So I will say that like the camera issues were a little bit weird, so it's really good that they're going to be addressing that. Practice dungeons I think is going to be amazing, because with this game, right, you're thinking of a game that's got kind of like a fighting game element to it where combos are crucial to what you're doing. So I like that. I like practice dungeons. I think that's super sick. Let's talk about the gameplay. Ecosystem. Here is the big one. Ecosystem, right? The ecosystem is great, but it could be amazing, right? So let's talk about that. We received a lot of feedback on the ecosystem, and thank you so much for taking the time to test out the system and providing valuable suggestions. We have received many suggestions and concerns about how the echo hunting experience was too grindy, how the game lacked disposal options for unwanted echoes, and other issues. To address these issues, we are planning to implement the following changes. Make it easier to obtain various echoes. We plan to make echoes available through participating in in-game events, completing daily activities, and other means. Oh my god, yes! So echoes you can find in the overworld, which is really cool, and the echoes are what you're going to use as your, like, say, artifacts to Genshin or relics to Honkai Star Rail. So it's really cool that they're gonna find ways to make it so you could even get them even more, right? So I dig that. I really like that they're opened to, or they're opening up to the possibility of doing it for like daily activities, events, so on and so forth. Provide a better way to dispose of unused or redundant echoes. You will be able to recycle unenhanced echoes by converting them into random new echoes of a type you have Excuse me, what? So what they're saying is that you have a system to where, kind of like Genshin's strongbox, right? So you could literally take echoes that you constantly get that don't have the stats that you want, and you could put them into, or you could convert them into random new ones of the type you have bro. Oh my god. That's already such a huge win, because you're not getting rid of it just to get like a couple of points or a couple of things that could benefit you in the future. Like it almost seems like Honkai Star Rail's resin system, if that makes sense. So a little bit like that, but a little bit better. I hope that there's really good ways that they implement this. I'm hoping. Return turners when tuned echoes are consumed. When you use tuned echoes to upgrade other echoes, a designated percentage of tuners you previously used will be returned. That is dope. That is dope. So we'll be getting back some of our stuff that we use to tune these other echoes. I like it. I like it a lot. Make it easier to get your desired substat. Oh, wait, hold on. We will raise the minimum numbers you can get with substat rerolling and narrow the range of possible rolling results. Oh my god. Thank you. That's huge. Yes. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. So basically, it's going to, instead of like having, let's say, crit rate being like 2.5% on the lower scale and like 10% on the upper scale, they're gonna shorten that distance, and I like that a lot. And it's gonna make it easier for us to also get other stats that we're looking forward to. So it looks like they're gonna bump the rates as well. Optimize the auto-equip echoes mechanism. Additionally, we will improve Inferno Rider's echo skill to add a new transformation mode. When equipped, you could transform into the Internal Rider or Infernal Rider. Oh my god. Bro. That is insane. Oh my god. We will be developing even more new events and new gameplay centered around the echoes and improve them based on your feedback to create new. So basically, they just stated that this isn't going to be the first or the last update to echoes. They're always going to be looking to improve the system better, and I love that, Kuro Games. Thank you. Let's go and talk about that new content for Depths of Elusive Realm. We will add a tutorial stage for Depths of the Elusive Realm to help beginners better understand and enjoy this gameplay. More playable characters will be added to Depths of Elusive Realms. Additionally, you will also be able to use trial characters in this mode. Meanwhile, new high difficulty events and special boss mechanics will be added for you to challenge. Yes! Give us more! And they're not, like, we're still got a lot to cover. We are also working on other gameplay issues mentioned in your feedback, and here are a few examples. Drops from supply chests or enemies in the wild will be automatically picked up. Thank you. Why do games not do this as is? That we need that. Co-op mode will be available sooner. Oh, thank you. At a lower union level. A batch salvaging option for unwanted items in your backpack. We hope these changes can further improve your game experience. Oh my god. Kuro Games. Take me now. Take me now. Take my money. Wuthering Waves is just so good. Like, the gameplay is just there. Everything is well, not perfect, but now we're getting to where they actually are showing that they care. Story cutscenes and animations. We are working on the frequently reported issues about story cutscenes and animations, including strange camera positionings, characters showing up at the wrong time, poorly matched lip animations, and lack of detail in story sound effects. Here are some of the progress we've made so far. Optimize the camera repositioning or positioning and character animation in some parts of the story. Improved lip animation and eye blink animation. Adjusted and rearranged the story quest progression for a smoother flow and changed the unlock prerequisites for some story quests. Reworked the sound effects and cutscenes for a better performance and improved the skip function to make it work better. We will keep polishing every detail of the story cutscenes and animations to optimize the quality. We hope this will help you better enjoy the story quest. Now, to be honest, for me, my only thing was that for the when it would come up with a text of dialogue during the story, like, you would try to see the rest of the dialogue and it would just skip it. So it always felt like there was something missing, right? Looks like they're going to improve on that. Other optimizations and adjustments. Aside from the changes above, we are addressing game issues such as crashes, blank screens, frame drops, and device overheating. Improving game performance on all devices is our top priority, and we're also improving the character and environmental designs and adjusting the UI for easy navigation. New events and story content are in early development and we'll share our progress with you. So the one thing I will say is that there were certain quests where it was difficult to find exactly what you were trying to go for. So I hope that that's what they're talking about in regards to finding certain like areas that you're supposed to find. So kudos to that. And finally, localization. We take localization quality very seriously, and it is also a big part of our future optimization plans. We will continuously improve the localization quality based on your feedback. We are working on adding EN, JP, and KR voiceovers for stories and character voice lines, and thank you for your patience. Good. Localization needs to be better. That's the one big thing that I saw, being that I was an English player. It really did need to, like, be a little bit better, but it looks like they're taking that into consideration. Well, not into consideration, they're going to do better. These are the future adjustments and optimizations based on the feedback we received during closed beta test 2. These are our future adjustments and optimizations based on the feedback we received during CBT2. And we apologize for any deficiencies and unsatisfactory content in the beta test build. The development team is committed to addressing these issues and prioritizing areas that were less enjoyable for players, and our goal is to bring you an even better version of Wuthering Waves next time. Bravo, Kuro Games. Bravo, man. This is amazing. And I wish that more companies did this. Developers need to take the time to really talk to their audience and tell them what's going on. Nikke, or Shift Up, does an amazing job at this, and now we have Kuro Games. Bravo, Kuro Games. I love what you're doing. I'm so excited. I really, really hope that Wuthering Waves releases without any issues. So, my thing for Wuthering Waves is just getting stronger. I love Wuthering Waves, and I'm loving what they're doing for their players. Now, give me into that content creator program, Wuthering Waves, Kuro Games. Come on, you know you want me. But anyways, y'all, I'm stoked on this. I hope you are as well. Tell me in the comments down below what you think about Kuro Games' latest developer notes for Wuthering Waves. And of course, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to entertain you. We will be back again with another Wuthering Waves video very, very soon. And as always, we will catch you in that next video. Please take care and be safe.